Hi all, welcome back to Carrier Battle Philippine Sea, scenario 6, isn't it? My part 44. Yeah, I've been neglecting things over here, but I did say I was going to finish, and we're only a few turns away, aren't we, from finishing. It's just I've been neglecting it. I've been sticking in my DD at Tarawa, and well, it's not been treating me well. So, last night I kind of decided I was going to just call the game. Suppose a bit spoilery, putting things like that in here, but I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't know. I'm still going to set up there, and I'm swithering about going back. Glutton for punishment, I think. Anyway, that's not what this game is. So yeah, I want to get another little bit of this in. Try and get it finished. We are on. You can see we're on the. What is it? 16:10. We've got the 17:30, and then 18:50 is the dusk turn, and I think that's when it finishes, isn't it? Looking at the map, not got a clue what I'm looking at really. So hopefully it'll just come back to me. Obviously the sequence of play in this the game turn flow chart is really good. It keeps things sitting there for you. Don't think I had any great issues. So we're on phase 2, and we've just moved on to the US Air movement segment. So move all air missions. So I'm just going to push on with that, and see if I can't get this wrapped up. I mean, that's the other thing. This is going to free up my table here if we can get this finished as well. This is a slightly wider table as well. And the reason I'm mentioning that is one of the games I was contemplating having a go at again. I'd brought out and tried to set up before. Give Us Victories. It's a US Civil War game made by an Italian. I might be wrong. Italian or Spanish. I think it's an Italian designer. And it's got a solo system, and but it's got a huge map. It's really big, and I've not really got the plexi to cover maps like that as well. It's kind of annoying. I'd probably need to get another bit or cut a bit, because it's going to be too long to go out that way or something. Anyway, that's well, if we can get this wrapped up, I can see if it might fit on this table. We'll see. Okay, so phase 2. Move my air missions. Right. So I can see I've not got 1, not got 2. 3 has got critical. That's gone as well, is it? Yeah, it must be. The planes aren't there, so that must be gone. Just looking down here, we've got an air raid. That's airstrike 3, though, Grant. Have I just not taken that off? That's landed, isn't it? That must have landed. I'm not taking that off because there's no aircraft up here. So it's just that I've not landed it. And we've got the air raid in there. Right, okay. There's our intercept mission, which went out to intercept the air raid, and now the air raid's moved into its target hex, its task force, and now but I'll be able to move back, won't I? So I think that airstrike 3 comes off. Right, what else we got there? We've got air mission 4, which is on 0 fuel. No, sorry, it's not. Sorry, it's on 10 fuel. So that must just be heading out. So it's airstrike 4. There it is. Yeah, it was going to Butai 1. Okay. So I'm going to move that 1. Just leave it. We've not done a search this turn yet. I'll just keep it like that. That should be fine. And that spends 1 fuel. So he's now down to 9 fuel. Right, and then that was airstrike mission 4. Mission 5 is on critical 1, so that must be coming back. It's there. So it's going to head back 1 there, so it'll be able to land next turn. It's going to spend the fuel, go out to critical 2. There's no air mission 6. Air mission 7 is this intercept mission. It's only got 4 fuel left. That was just a cap mission, wasn't it? Because there's only 3 aircraft. Well, to be honest, I have to go back anyway. the thing is, I'm going to have to spend 3 fuel to attack. So I'm probably going to be at critical when I have the attack, and you're going to get that bad modifier. But it's still worth a go at least. So I will move him back into there and spend that 1 fuel. So he's down to 3. Let's say when we go to attack, he's going to have to spend 3, which means he will be critical. Be critical 0, but... Yes, and then Air Mission A is not out and about either. So that is that. That's us done that, spent our fuel. So as for searching things out, the only reason this would be urgent if we had something that we wanted to search. That we've only got one airstrike mission going out. Looking down, yeah, we can send another one out though, Grant, and we're probably going to want to do that. So looking down here, I can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 attack planes waiting to go here, and 3 F6Fs. So that's a perfect raid, that, isn't it? That'll be a nice chunky 6 attack planes as well. So where would we be wanting to go? Let's just look across here again. This has got 2 CVs. This is Butai 1, and this has a CV, and this is Butai 4. This doesn't have anything. That was the Naval Air points lost, which I think stay there and we count them later at the end of the game. And this hasn't been leveled up yet. That's Butai 3. So we've got 1, 3, and 4. 1 probably being the juiciest target. However, we've got Airstrike 4 heading out to 1. Now it's located at the moment. So I want to say he'll be able to reach, won't he? Because if this... Depends if it's activated already this turn. And that means going through and looking at the... Can I not just look in the cup, Grant? That'd be easier, wouldn't it? I'm just looking for Butai 1 in the cup to see if it's been activated. And this isn't like cheating, like it's just, I mean, I could look through the pile here to see if it's been activated, so it's not in it. Right, so we've got Butai 1 and actually Butai 3, so Butai 4 must have been activated. Let's shuffle them up a bit again. So Butai 1 has not been activated yet, but we've just moved there, so in phase 3 we moved there, in phase 4 we moved there. He is going to activate in one of the phases though, so he's going to go down to approximate, and then in the next turn, as long as it doesn't activate in the first phase, then we'll be able to step in and get it. So I suppose, but by that time I'll have done my search anyway, so. And actually I'm not so sure that we've got search planes that can, no, I don't think we're getting a search at that. Is this airplane going out? Oh, it is. The search plane is going out, so we will get a look at that again. So, yeah, but if you're sending out an air strike this turn, it's going to have a target. So where's Butai 3 then? That's up here. See, that's not spotted either. Yeah, that's like that because it's not launched a raid yet. Yeah, it's not a Butai, is it? That Force H. Okay. And then Butai 4, of course, isn't spotted either. So if we do launch a raid strike this turn, we're really going to either have to target... Well, you could go for that, I suppose, which is spotted, so it's going to be like that for a while. Or I could head for Butai 1. I think maybe we might just go for that then. Yeah, but that could still turn out to be no carriers, and we've got all the CVs that we're allowed. I'm sure we've maxed out with our CVs, so you're only going to get CVLs from it. So I mean, in some ways, maybe we should just head for Butai 1 again, Because it's 2 CVs have got a hit capacity. One's got a hit capacity of 10, one's got a hit capacity of 8. So there's no way that force is going to take both of them out. I mean, it might have a chance of taking one of them out, but I don't think it's... no, it's not going to. It's not got that strong a force, is it? What is it, 4? Yeah, in fact, it's, you know what, it's only got 3 attack points, I think. So it's kind of weak. Yeah, it is. So we'll just do that then. We'll send it towards 1. And then if while we're going up there that disappears, then I suppose I can come across... But we might spawn things again. Right, it was yeah, you kind of do need to look at that though, just to see. So what are we doing that for? Yeah, just to see if I need to search just now. Because I've been leaving it till phase 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It wants to be a 9 away, so Butai 1's going to move 1 hex further away. However, that maximum radius 3 is for this guy here. So it's back 1 hex, and that's what causes the trouble with us not being able to search for Butai 4. But I think we'll be okay now. We'll be able to get that search on both of them, so that's fine. Yeah, I'll just leave it then. I'll leave it. So all that time just working out if you were going to do it or not, Grant. Right, so I'm just going to skip by that. Yeah, I don't know yeah, obviously it is better sometimes to wait. I don't know. I think because I've been away from the game a bit, I'm looking down at the map thinking, I have no idea if it's right to do it now or not. We'll leave it till phase 4. Unless anything pops up between now and then, I could maybe do it in phase 3. So, US Air Operations, so launch. Right, well, we are going to do that then. So we're going to launch... I'm actually just going to call it Air Mission 8 because it's closer. I've got 1 and 2 up there that are free, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. So I'm on Airstrike 8. So it's going to launch from this half of the task force, the main part of the task force, because that's what these are. I'm knocking things on the floor. No, maybe not. Yeah, so these are, I'm gonna launch them all. So we're gonna have the 3 F6s, and they're going in here. 1, 2, 3. Right, hang on, Grant. You need to state where these have launched from. Damn it! Oh, it must have been. No, not necessarily. See, that was foolish. I'm not sure it was this one or this one. Well, hang on. No, because both of these are CVLs, so it could only be one there or there. I'm not sure which one it was. Are we landing anything this turn? No. No, because Intercept 7 we're leaving up there to attack, aren't we? Right, so we're not landing in this turn, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Okay. And then I'm going to use all the attack planes, so these are all launching something. I'm going to go with that one. I think it was that one, but it might have been that one. So, and then these are all going to come up as well. And so we're going to have 6. It seems like quite a lot, but I think I should just do that. I don't think I'm going to have much more time to do an awful lot more anyway. And then we set our fuel. Fuel's going to be set at 14, remember, because we've got attack planes. So that is that. And yeah, that's all we're launching. We're not launching anything from there. So moving on, raise servicing to ready. So I should probably try and put another strike mission together and send it out. I mean, well, actually, there's another target that I suppose it's surface, isn't it? generally, but that's quite close though, isn't it? In fact, yeah, did I not say I was going to go for that? Yeah, I think I maybe did. Because, well, initially I think I was worried about it getting in here, but I think we worked it out that it can't, because it can only exit from these hexes with the red arrow that I found out, and it's not got the time to do it. It's not got the turns. So I don't think it matters. Right, servicing to ready. Well, I can see we've got attack planes there, so let's do 1, 2 there, and, well, actually, and then we're going, oh, that's perfect. Yeah, so we've got 3 F6Fs and 4 attack planes. So maybe, if I'm watching carefully and seeing that we've not got much time left, that maybe next turn, next phase, I could launch and maybe have a go at this. Because I think I could probably work it out that I'm maybe not going to reach. Well, you'll need to count out the number, count out the hexes and see if you can make it. Of course, you could also spend the, move the 2 hexes. Maybe, Actually, sorry, let me step back. We should be moving this one as well. So what did I say it was going for Butai 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the problem there is, and he's also going to move further away. Yeah. 7, 8, 9. Oops. Yeah, he's going to move 1 hex further away as well when he activates, because the task force is split. On saying that, coming back, I don't need to, it doesn't need to land here, it can land here. But, so yeah, I've set us at 14 fuel, but I've forgotten I can move 1 hex to start with, can't I? Knocking us down to 13. So if I was here at 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then he's going to move 1 more, so that's going to be 3, 2, 1, critical 0, critical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, again, you could probably have the force moving. And hold on then, Grant. You've got, you can move this 1 here, and then you've got phase 3. So they are phase 4. And then we move it in the next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we move it in the last turn, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's pretty good actually, because then that means I get an attack on that, and then the game's going to end, and I'm not going to have came back yet. Maybe that's not a good thing though. Maybe you're going to lose points for not having your aircraft back. Now, when does it say the game ends? Maybe that's in the actual playbook. Hang on, let me pause a sec. Here we go. Game duration. The game begins with the 5:30 turn of June 19th. Lasts through the 1850 turn, which is a dust turn. If there are still US air missions aloft at the conclusion of the 1850 turn, the game continues until all those missions have been recovered and landing losses assessed. In this event, you can skip all parts of the turn sequence except US air movement, US carrier operations, and moving Task Force 50 or each task group 1 hex per turn. Yeah, okay, so it's going to skip the whole other procedure. So we are actually going to kind of suffer that. I think it's fine though, because I think I can get this, my task force. I'm not sure if we've moved already this turn. The problem is, if I keep moving away, it's going to move away as well, so... yeah, what I want to do is be able to do that for coming back. But I mean, we do have Airstrike 4 going out there too. Yeah, okay, I'm going to just head it towards Butai 1 and we'll see what happens, right? So I'm going to spend the 1 point though upon launching that, so his fuel is going to be 13 rather than 14. Yeah, I forgot, I should have done that. Right, and yeah, that was backtracking a little bit. So now I've launched this no. Am I talking about? Yeah, that's us launched Airstrike 8. Yeah, I move stuff up there. Right, that's it. And nothing more from Servicing to Ready. Well, we do have you do have a couple of spotting planes you could. I don't know. Thing is, they're only going to get once per turn, be able to do something. I'm not so sure I see the point in that. I think this is probably our last mission that we've launched, that we're going to launch this one. And he's going to have to maybe target, maybe he should just go for something like that that's quite close. Well, it is allowing you to bring them back, Grant, so that's not necessarily the case. Yeah, so in actual fact, I could still send out more strike missions. Yeah, because the game's not going to actually stop until they're all back. I'm assuming that means I can't then send out other missions though. You can skip all parts of the turn sequence except US air movement, US carrier operations. Eh? US carrier operations are moving Task Force 58. US carrier operations. Is that not this what I'm doing just now? That kind of means that you could still launch new raids though, doesn't it? The game can... Right, if there are still US air missions... well, hold on. It is saying that if there are still US air missions aloft at the conclusion, the game continues until all those missions have been recovered and landing losses assessed. In this event, you can skip all parts of the turn sequence except US air movement, US carrier operations, which I thought that was this whole section. I mean, it doesn't call it carrier operations though, so you maybe... US carrier operations. Well, I'm going to assume you can't start launching more air missions. And you can move your task group or task force 1 hex per turn, it says. Right, well, I'm going to assume you can't launch more. But up until we get to that part, we can keep launching missions, I suppose. Okay. Well, right, does that change anything regarding... I suppose I'll bring these up then. These are only 4 strength, but so I'll bring the 2 up anyway. And then right, hangar 2 from Servicing. Probably not. Well, hang on. We've got 2 attack planes here. It's not worth sending out 2 attack planes, is it? Yeah, I think I'll just leave the rest. And then, hold on, no, stop. Because I've got 2... Well, hang on, yeah, they can take it in the hangar, yeah. They can have 3 in their hangar. 3 in total. So then we're going from a lower flight deck to hangar. So, yeah, we're better doing that. So that's 2 in there. And then... separate them because 1 attack plane, 1 not, and then these 2 coming up. Hold on, I think I broke a rule there, haven't I? Because we've got 4. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to do that. We've got 4 on the flight deck right now, and we should only have a maximum of 3, shouldn't we? Yeah, flight deck limit's 3. So they would not have been able to both move up. I could move one of them up. Oh, that's annoying then. Yeah, that's annoying. That means I'm only going to have 2 F6Fs. Damn. Alright, well, we'll go with the 2 then. So I'll just move 1 up, and that keeps our flight deck fine. And then once we come to move that, we'll move that to there. But obviously I can't then backtrack and then do that. There's nothing else on the landing to move up. That's fine. And there's nothing to land. No, we're not. We've got Intercept Mission 7, but we're not going to land it. So now US interception. Well, we do have some of that. So we've got Intercept Mission 7 and Air Raid 4A, which I don't think contains an awful lot, does it? I should be able to do this reasonably quickly, I think. Right, we've got a task force. We've got a force down here kind of getting in the way for what I usually have things set up. So we've got that. Intercept Mission 7, well, we've got 3 fighters. I'm not... I may as well. So I've got 3 fighters, and he's got Air Raid 4A. He's got 1 attack plane and 1 fighter. So we have to assign at least 1 to that. And probably all we're going to do is just assign 1, because then it's not going to be able to... Right, so I just need the charts for the combat thing. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here, so I'm kind of getting a bit lost here. Air combat. Oops, sorry. So air combat, we've got to assign 1 to their fighter, and they've got 1 attack plane. Right. So we got a -1. We're just on the 1 column here. Am I missing anything here? Don't think so. Right, I need my dice. Hang on. Right, so with a -1 on the 1 column, that needs to be pretty high. I don't think that's going to cut it. That's a 4. With -1 is 3. So on the 1 column, right, we're not hitting. So he gets to fire back. So obviously the A result would be good for him here because he has survived, but he's just on the 1 column as well with no modifiers. 6 isn't quite doing it. I think it's a 7 or 8 he needs. Yeah, it's an 8 on the 1 column. So nothing doing there. And then we move across. So so I can put these back. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's no battle line for them anyway. So, well, I'll leave it there just now. I'll leave things there just now. Because there's no battle line on this half of the task force, is there? Right, so we're going to try and take out his attack plane anyway. So we've got 2 on the 2 column with no modifiers time. And he's only got 1 air point. So we just need to take care of that 1. Oh dear. That will not be taken care of then. So that's a 0 as well, so nothing gets hit. So we can put our guys back. What is it, Air Mission 7, yeah? We can put our guys back. And I'm wanting to say that has a... I think his fighter's just going to go away, but I think it was only when the battle line, when he had to fly over the battle line, that this fighter could get some grief. But because we've not got that, yeah, I think I'm okay in putting this back. So it goes back on the fighter part of the Butai display. So it is only just the 1 point coming through, and now we're gonna have to, yeah. It's been a while. So I want to see the anti-aircraft bit. That's what I want, don't I? And then also here's the anti-aircraft. Well, hang on, Grant. There's a nice laid out section for this. I want to say it's in rule 5, maybe. Airship attacks. Is that not it? Yeah, this is it. No, that's not it. That's when we're attacking. Yeah, I think now we just move to the anti-aircraft, and then if they survive that, they're going to attack our ship. Pretty sure that's right. Why am I struggling? Well, Grant, what you should be doing is using your flowchart. So we've done that. That was our attempt at trying to take them out. He's still got one naval air point left that can attack our ships. So now we go to here. Choose target task group. 5.71 it is. There you go. I think I am at the right area. Yeah. So, yeah. It doesn't contain the battle line, right? Yeah, so we're not going to roll for this battle line bit, and that's what that bit is there. We're not rolling for that. We do, however, need to randomly choose which task group it's going for. Yes, that's what we need to do. I'm pretty sure that's right. So, and it's 1 or 2, okay, because these are separate, right? So it's 1 or 2. So we'll say 1. This is odd. This is even. So 1's odd. That's a 10, right? So even. So it is going to be 50.2, right? So what I need to look up here is find 58.2. That's 1 we wanted. 1 was the better one, wasn't it? This is pretty poor. So it's 50 plus 10. So it's 60. It's anti-aircraft fire is 60. So yeah, I don't really think I need to look. Well, we can again look at that. So choose target. We've done that. Resolve battle line was no battle line. Then we've got the anti-aircraft fire. That's where we are just now. And if it survives, then we'll air-to-ship combat. Right? So, and the anti-aircraft is 60. So, there we are there. On this column here. So, I mean, we only need a 2 result to stop. And it's only a 1 that's going to allow them to go through and attack our ships. So, anyway. Ah! Okay. Wow. Right. Well, to be honest, I seem to remember having awful lucky die roll results with this game. So maybe it's about time that they got something. So yeah, on the 1 column, so that's nothing. Nothing has changed. So they're now going to get to go through and attack our ships. So they've got 1 naval air point. So the strength is 4. So they've got a strength of 4, and they're going to get roll 1 dice, and it's going to be with a -1 to the result. All attacks times 2 if no air combat within cat. Yeah, well we did have, and that's for US attacks about the column shaft, right? Right, so it's going to roll 1 dice, and we're going to get a -1 to it. And then we're going to see how many hits it might do. So here we go. And that's pretty good. So 7 with a -1 is 6. So that's a die roll result. So he's got 3 hits on us. How about that? Nasty. Modifiers. It's not dusk. Japanese attacks only. +2. Oh, wait a minute. Right, so we've got, oh dear. Yeah, you maybe should have thought about that, Grant. I suppose I didn't think his 1 point was going to get through. Because they're going to get a +2 modifier. So hang on just now. We rolled a 7 there, right? And we were getting a minus. No, hang on. What is this modifier? This is what tells us the die we're going to get. We're getting a 1d10 with a -1 result. However, we should have also checked these. So +2 per unit ready on the flight deck. +1 if has landed aircraft on the flight deck. +1 if air units and servicing boats. Right. Well, that's bad. Right. Because it's 58.2 And we've just moved these bombers up. We just moved these attack planes up to here. So we actually have 4 aircraft on the flight decks ready to take off. Ready on the flight deck. We've not got any landed aircraft on the flight deck, but we have 4 ready on the flight deck. And it's +2 per one of them, so that's a +8, and then also +1 if air units are in the servicing box. Well, we've none of that, so it's been better leaving them there and just getting the +1 rather than a +8. So +8 on a. So yeah, now I need to wind things back a bit. So we rolled a 7. With a +8 is 15. With a -1 for the die roll is 14. So are you telling me that they've just hit us for 7 there? I think so. I think that's right. That was our die roll with a modifier. And then we've got these modifiers here. And we had four units ready on the flight deck. Yeah. So 7 hits. That's what we're getting. I didn't expect this to be happening then. So there's maybe more to be done here. I mean, we only got 1 hit ever before, and that was our battle line. So this is actually attacking our. Yeah, I mean, this could. Oh dear. Yeah, this is right. Task Force 2, isn't it? What am I looking for here? Yeah, the CVs. Right. Well, actually, there's a CV. The 2 CVLs on this task group are. I've only got a. I'm assuming that number. It's a number on the right, isn't it? It tells you their hit capacity. It's a bit different from the Japanese counters, I think. Maybe not there. Next page, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, hit capacity. So it is the number up in the top right. Well, 2 of these. Sorry, that was a bit swingy. 2. No, it's this one. Sorry, task group 2. This has got a 5. This has got 5. This has got 8. This has got 8. So, depending on how they work it out, we're going to possibly lose one of our carriers here. Okay, well, we've never been here before, so airship combat 5.75. Right, and then I need to know where we're going after that. I just jumped on to check for fire, 12.3. I mean, it has damage, which is in section 12, isn't it? Damage. Summary chart, card 4 front. Right, let's have a look at that and the rule book there. So give me a sec. I'm not finding out how he decides what he hits here. With these, how many points did they say it was? 7. How does he decide what to target? It's not really telling me here, is it? I don't think. It's got this chart, but again, the chart doesn't really tell me either. Right, hang on a second. Right, okay, I jumped ahead. I think I'd looked at this bit and then I forgot that it says here that you use the same procedure for US attacks 5.6, which is back here, and I skipped by that. So it's in here. Now, we should have chosen, because it was only 1 die roll, and I'm assuming it's the same for the Japanese, but each damage die roll is assigned an individual ship target. All the rolls need to be assigned to targets before any die rolls are made, right? So I'm not going to take their die roll away from them because it was pretty good. So I'd like to, but... So, well, in actual fact then, does that mean if they're targeting the ship, are they going to maybe not get that plus, because yeah, they're not, Grant, are they? So although I said there's a modifier +8 here, that might not apply. Well, I don't think it is going to apply. It might be a +4. It depends what they get. So for Japanese attacks, assign each damage roll to a randomly chosen carrier. CVs and CVLs are treated equally. Assigned equal chances for this purpose. Exception, great, carrier battle, blah blah blah. Yeah. If no carriers are present, Japanese will attack battleships if any are present. Otherwise, choose randomly. Right, well, this might not be as bad as I thought then for us. Like I say, I'm going to keep the die roll as 7, obviously. Yeah, but what I think we have to do here is decide which one of these it's going to target. And if it happens to be one of these two, they don't have anything on their flight deck ready. I've counted all these as counting the whole task group, but I'm pretty sure that was wrong then. Yeah, because it says +2 per unit ready on the flight deck. Now, if he had 2 die rolls to do, he might pick a different one, and then one of the die rolls might get the modifier for that. So I'm going to roll to see which one he pick, and it says they are CVs and CVLs are classed the same. So I'm going to roll, what have we got again, a D10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll re-roll a 9 or a 10. So I'll jump back here to make this die roll. Sorry, I'm throwing things about, but I should really pause that just to keep things moving. So yeah, we need an 8. Well, we don't need an 8, but we need that. Well, actually, that's good for us, isn't it? What we didn't want was a 1, 2, or a 3, 4, because that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be the CVL Cabot, right? Now, he's not got anything on the flight deck ready. He's not getting in flight deck landing. And he's nothing in service on. So that die roll was 7. And then, obviously, the -1 that he was getting is going to turn out to be a 6 after all. So, yeah. So, coming back here, this was the strength that we had. That was what we were going to roll. One dice with a -1. We rolled that as a 7, -1, 6. Now, it didn't. The modifiers were +2 per unit ready on the flight deck. Well, there's not any. +1 if it landed aircraft on the flight deck. There's not any. +1 if air units in service and boats. So I'm assuming it only counts that actual ship. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. And that was kind of a bit too brutal, to be honest, to give a +8 to that. Although, if we'd selected one of the CVs, it would have given a +4. Maybe a little strange that you can, maybe not a priority to pick them, but I suppose they're coming in just trying to attack a CV. They're not looking to see as a plane's on that runway, as a plane's sitting up on that runway, as they're not, I think it's more the heat of the battle. They're just going to target one of them randomly. So, yeah, it means we're going to get luckier there. So the die result was going to be a 7 -1, 6. So it is only going to be 3 hits dished out there. So that's much better. Okay, so the CVL Cabot is the one that's taking the hits. He's going to get 3 hits. So I guess these are just permanent hits. They don't mess with the other hits, eh? So there's a 2, and I'm going to put another 1 on him as well. Now, his hit capacity was 5. So we are actually more than half his hit capacity in hits, which might be relevant. I'm pretty sure it is. So let's go and have a look at this chart and the rules now that we know what we're doing, I think. So, yeah, well, here's the rule book. All damage to US carriers is recorded using hit markers. These number markers can be used like change. US damage effects. Summary chart, card 4 front, lists the effects of damage for each type of carrier, CV and CVL. Carrier's damage state is referred to as light damaged, heavy damaged, or crippled, as listed on the chart. These terms are used in certain other rules and victory conditions. Effects including a reduction in the carrier's air-to-air value, restrictions on flight operations, and a loss of ability to move, or damage to surface ships, see 12.5. inoperative flight decks, a US carrier that suffers any hits, even light damage, immediately receives an inoperative flight deck marker. While it has this marker, it cannot conduct any air operations. This includes launching or landing units and raising or lowering aircraft. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't know where that marker is. Oh, I've just found one. That was fortunate. So there we are. So I'm going to put that beside him as well. Well, I'm going to put that on top of him as well. So his flight deck's inoperable. And well, we'll just finish this a little bit. Mind you, maybe not. There's a lot more to go over than this. I've just never had to do this ever. So repair of inoperative flight decks. At the end of each action phase, not game turn, roll 1 die for each inoperative flight deck marker. On the net roll is 7 or higher, the marker is removed. Do not make the roll in the same phase in which the damage is suffered. Yes, it's going to have to suffer 1. Well, fortunately, he wasn't one of the ones that we were going to launch next turn, so that's lucky as well. If we'd got like I say, if we'd got one of the 2 CVs there, that would have been bad news. Right, so I don't think I need to read any more of that. And additional effects listed on the chart. An additional effects listed on the chart. A US carrier immediately loses 1 air unit for each hit suffered. Ooh, yuck. Units must be lost first from the flight deck, landed or ready, next from servicing, and last from the hangar. Ooh, dear. Okay, right, let's... Well... Yeah, it looks like it's got it on this chart as well. So let's just look at this chart here. So it's a CVL. Yeah, the numbers are the amount of hits it's taken, because the CVLs have a hit capacity of 5, the CVs have a hit capacity of 8. So that's the total. And what did I say? We've got 3. So this is what we're getting here. It's not the battleship. So it actually has heavy damage. The anti-aircraft value of it is going to be halved. And all carrier operation limits halved. Round down, CVLs may do air operations only on the first and third action phases. 1 air unit eliminated per point of damage. Unit in hangar counts as 2 units. Okay, so yeah, so jumping back to that, it said that the US carrier immediately loses 1 air unit for each hit suffered. So 3 air units. Units must be lost first from the flight deck, landed already. Well, none of them. We've got 2 units in the servicing. So, well, actually, did not say. I'm going to have to lose both of them. Next from servicing. No, sorry, it's not servicing I've got, it's hangar. And last from the hangar. Select 1 unit randomly for each hit within these categories. Each unit lost from the hangar counts as 2 units. So I've got to lose 3 and I've only got 2 units in the hangar, so I think I'm going to lose them both. There's an example. The US carrier suffers 3 hits. Well, that's what we're getting actually. It has 1 landing unit and 4 others in the hangar. The landing unit is eliminated. 1 of the units in the hangar is eliminated. The unit in the hangar counts double, so this counts as 3 total. Yeah, okay. I'm going to lose them both then, because surely I've got to satisfy 3 hit points, haven't I? Yeah, so I've got to satisfy 3. So 1 of these counts for 2, and then the other one's going to count. I need to satisfy 1 more. So these are eliminated. Did they go anywhere special? I guess they're just going in here as well, because they were on the hangar, so they're lost aircraft that were in the task group Hex. Yeah. Right. A USCV with 6 or 7 hits, or a CVL with 4 hits is crippled. Well, we've only got 3 hits, so we're not crippled yet. Yeah. and we still have half our air-to-air value, but our carrier operations are, yeah, we only get 2 phases to do carrier operations. Well, okay. Wasn't good, but right now the other bit was to check for fire, 12.3. So let's have a look at that rule first, I think, before we move on. Okay, the rule starts down there, 12.3, it's on page 41. So yeah, I won't read the design note, you can look at that at your leisure. 12.31, a fire may result anytime a US carrier suffers hits. Check for fire using the fire outbreak table. Card 4 front. This is probably what we're on. I didn't see any there. It's staring me right in the face. Okay. Roll 1 die, apply the modifiers listed with the table and read the table result. If a fire breaks out, place a 1 fire marker on the ship. Note that you roll once per segment using the total number of hits. Note that you roll once per segment. Once per segment. Right, read on, Grant. Just read on. You roll once per segment using the total number of hits from all attacks made against the ship in that segment. There are 3 possible levels of fire, 1, 2, and 3. Right, okay. I'm not quite sure I'm grasping that, but let's look at that and maybe we might get lucky and not have a fire. Roll when hits are inflicted on US carrier. Right, fire starts on a die roll of 11. Well, that's good, but I'm sure there's modifiers. Right, there is. Modifiers, +2 per ready air unit. No. +1 per servicing air unit. No. +1 per landed air unit. No. Plus number of hits is 3. So we're getting a +3. Now I'm just wondering there, do we check this after we've destroyed the aircraft that were on the carrier? I mean, I done that first, so I don't know. Because if let's just say we did have 2 units in servicing and we had to eliminate them, would they have counted for this, or because they're gone? You know, what happens first? Do we check for fire first, I suppose? I think it would. I mean, the order I've done it feels like the way it should go, but I don't know. So, well, you know what? The only place we had air units was in the hangar, and it doesn't mention anything about hangar there. But I'm not sure if this should be checked before they're eliminated or not. So I'm leaving that in there if somebody wants to clarify that. So it's a +3 for the number of hits that we've got, and yeah, we just need to see if a fire starts. So we don't want an 8 or greater, basically, because it's going to start on an 11. Oh, I thought that was a 9 at first. Right, so 6 + 3 is 9. So it says a fire would start on a die roll 11. It's not going to happen. So, don't think we need any of that, but just, you roll once per segment. I'm not... You roll once per segment using the total number of hits from all attacks made against the ship in that segment. I'm not getting that. I mean, once per segment? I don't know. I mean, each one of these steps is a segment. This was checked for fire. This is a segment, but using the total number of hits from all attacks made against the ship in that segment. I'm not quite grasping that. I mean, I've rolled, so I don't think we've got a fire, but I'm not quite getting what it's meaning there. Right, I'll just assume that we're okay. Which is probably what you shouldn't really be doing that, Grant. Did I not have... We had some errata, didn't we? Yeah, it's been buried down here. Hang on a minute then. What is this? Rule 12.31? No. Don't think there's anything now. No. I'm not seeing it, so it's maybe just me, the way I'm trying to read that. One die, apply the modifiers, listen to the table and read the table result. If a fire breaks out, place a 1 fire marker. Note that you roll once per segment. I don't know. Right, I'm not sure if anybody wants to help me out with that one. Hopefully I've done the roll and that's it. It's all good. I mean, we've rolled it in this segment, so I don't know. So then we move on to this. There's none of this. Now, we are going to yam as well, finishing this phase. So clear an operative flight decks, which is 12.13. Oh no, I don't do it on the first turn, I'll do it. Because it says that. This is where we would have the chance to repair. However, do not make the roll in the same phase in which the damage is suffered. So it's still got an inoperative flight deck, which means it cannot conduct any air operations, including launching or landing units and raising or lower. Well, there's nothing on that. There's no aircraft on them, but the one thing we can't do is land on that while it's got that. So that's fine. And I can't repair it this turn, but this phase, but I will be able to try next phase. Clear deck crashes. Well, we didn't have any of that. Not quite sure how you get that. Is that not maybe an optional rule? I think it is. And then advanced phase marker. Well, that was new. A lot of things happened there. But that die roll 1 that I got, that goes back up to there. And we've got, yeah, so I suppose that was quite interesting. Not really what I expected though, so it kind of threw me. And I was like, what do we do here? Yeah, and a couple bits. Yeah, still a little bit unsure about that fire, but yeah, not so good. We got one of our ships been hit. One of our carriers. Yeah, I thought I was just breezing through this. Well, I'm sure that'll give us some negative points. If I look up the victory points, I'm pretty sure we'll be losing some points at that. So, yeah. Right, I'm just going to leave that at that. Now, I might get back for another bit later. If not, hopefully I can come back tomorrow and try another bit. Well, that's now fresh in my mind on what's going on. Because we aren't far away from finishing this. So I should press on. Maybe we're closing in on the end of this turn, and then we've got 2 more turns after that, which you could whiz through a bit. Just I tend to drag my heels a little, don't I? Okay, I'll be back with the next part sometime soon. Cheers.